Hello and welcome. It's official now. Trump blew the money again. If you still believe Donald Trump can govern after reading some of these articles, I will add the links below. Well, good luck to you. As has been the case with Donald Trump, he always starts things off on the right note, and after that, it's all downhill. His start is his highest point, and that's it. He cannot do better. He did that at the start of the COVID 19 pandemic. He banned all flights from China, a smart move, but somehow forgot that the virus does not have a passport and it can spread from one traveler to another traveler and still land on the shores. And once it has made the landing, it can travel without any immigration check. Trump did the same with his re-election campaign. He realized how important money is in US elections and filed for his re-election campaign as soon as he became the president. Technically, starting off his re-election campaign as soon as he became the president. So he had 4 long years to raise money. It helped him stay in touch with his base and allowed him to control the Republican Party. Once again, a smart move, and once again, that's the high watermark, and he never went beyond that. Because he almost always picks the wrong person to be in charge. Imagine a CEO of a public company whose stock you own keeps hiring shady people to run the company. The moment the stock price takes a dip, you will ask him to be fired. Trump had time and again surrounded himself with people who either left his team on their own, or they got fired, or they just ended up as a felon. Okay, I went a bit on an off ramp there. Let us get back. Trump just cannot govern, and the way his re-election campaign has gone about its business is the latest example of how poor his governor skills are. Not so long ago, Biden campaign was broke. By the end of Feb, Trump and the Republican National Committee had $225 million in hand, and Biden had just $12 million. Imagine the gulf, $225 million to $12 million. Biden was in all sorts of trouble. He had to unite the Democratic Party, fend off attacks from Trump, raise more money, and then hire campaign staff. Trump should have drowned him even before Biden got off his start. Now, please don't bring up the Trump got distracted by the coronavirus topic, because it's simply not true. Trump actually had all the time to attack everything and everyone on Twitter. Had he spent that time on hiring the right people to manage his campaign and reviewed his campaign finances, let's say at least once every month, the money he would have had already finished the race in favor of him. So how did Trump waste nearly $1 billion? Well, first of all, they spent a massive $350 million to raise more money. So think of it like fundraising ads. Trump campaign spent one out of every $2 it had in the bank to convince voters to give them more money. Then there was $11 million spent for 2 ads during the Super Bowl. Money that they wish they really have now so that they can spend in Michigan, a state where they have pulled their ads because they don't have extra money to spend. By the end of July, the difference between Trump campaign and Biden campaign shrank to $6 million. Imagine that. In just 5 months, the gap between Trump campaign and Biden campaign shrank from more than 200 million to just 6 million. In August, Biden raised a massive $364.5 million. No politician in the history of the United States and the world has ever raised that kind of money in a single month. That's more than the money Trump and Biden raised in the month of July. Trump campaign has not yet released its August numbers, and it's not a secret why they haven't done so, because they have far less money than Biden and they're doing everything they can to at least keep it close. But the problem for Trump is not raising money, it's how his team has spent the money. Despite spending more than twice the money Biden has spent, Trump is still trailing Biden by nearly 10 points nationally and outside the margin of error in several battleground states. So if you are a donor to Trump campaign, you should be asking them, hey, what the heck are you doing with my money? Well, as he said, 11 million in Super Bowl ads, and the funniest part, they spent nearly $1 million in showing ads in Washington, D.C., a state that has never voted for a Republican in decades. And then there was a $4 million expenditure towards Trump family businesses, and then there was $6 million in donor mementos. Well, we can keep talking about this, but the end result is already out there for everyone to see. Trump had a lot more money than his broke opponent just 5 months ago. His handpicked team blew it in every direction possible, and now they are looking good to finish second by the end of this month. This is mismanagement 101, and we are surprised that this administration is not able to contain the coronavirus. We shouldn't be. Biden is on his way to become the first presidential opponent to raise more money than the president in 28 years. The last man to outraise the incumbent was Bill Clinton in 1992, and he won the race. Thanks for watching.